Hello everyone, welcome back to another post-commentary over a Hardcore Games gameplay. This game, I'm being the Berserker kit. It just recently got buffed. What it does now is pretty much every time you hit a player, you get 0.25 seconds of strength and speed, which, I mean, it's great for taking out solo players, it's great for taking out teams. But anyway, it's just a great kit overall. I decided to use it. And yeah, so right now I'm just going for a stone sword. There was no really like swamp or jungle nearby spawn, so I just decided to go for cactus after I'm done making this stone sword, because I figured other people wouldn't really be interested in cactus, because normally they're not. And then I'd have an advantage, obviously. Just a quick note on the game, kind of a spoiler alert, but not much, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying. But later on in the game, there is actually a really epic fail. Like, it's a great gameplay overall. Unfortunately, there is an epic fail in it at one point. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys when it is or when it happens, but you guys will see for yourselves. So, yeah, as you guys can see right here, there's 20 seconds left. And I was just basically crafting soup. And after I get like 4 soups and a stone sword in my hotbar, I run over here and I see a ton of people fighting. So I just want to go in, try to kill a couple people if I can. I'm fighting this team of 2 right here. I think they're teaming anyway. And yeah, I just managed to keep my calm, keep eating that soup because I didn't think they had any. And eventually I take out the first guy. And then not long after, I take out the second guy as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I want to kind of retreat a little bit because at this point I don't think I'd be able to take another fight with the state I'm in. I turn around to see if anyone's chasing me. That double F5 type thing. It's a cool trick if you're trying to run away without stopping to look behind you. But anyway, so I was just running away trying to re-soup. And eventually I go and get a ton more cactus. I actually found a desert village in this game too, where I end up getting a lot of carrots. Unfortunately, there was no blacksmith. Which kind of sucks, but either way, now in the game I have a ton of soup. As I said, I already found the village, and yeah, I'm just basically tracking people from here on out. I see 2 crafting benches and a couple cobble over here, so I run up, start to fight this guy. This guy put up an amazing fight. Kudos to you, sir. And as you can see, I dropped soup because I always seem to do that. He was a hermit. Like this fight, man, I definitely thought I was gonna die. Or maybe I do die, who knows. But yeah, I'm just fighting him, and I take him out there with hardly any soup left. He seemed to have quite a bit, but he was an amazing fighter, and that was a great fight. So now I'm just sorting through inventory. Pretty much, I think I make a cut. Oh, maybe not. Oh, right, because I see a guy right after this, but I'm sorting through his inventory, trying to do it as quick as possible, but I end up dropping a couple things I shouldn't, and then I'm locked onto Dodo the gamer, and I decide I left something behind, so I go back and get it. But now I'm tracking this Dodo guy, and not long after that I fight that last guy, I see him right here, and I pretty much just want to go in for the kill. He has a stone sword as well as me. I wasn't sure if he had soup, because when you're in a desert, I mean, not many people have soup, but I take him out there thanks to Berserker because it's an amazing kit. Maybe even slightly overpowered after the update, but oh well. I'm tired of teams, so I just went YOLO on it. So I'm sorting through some stuff, got a full inventory of soup now. He actually found a swamp, and I got a ton of mushrooms. Actually, no, it was the guy before because he was a hermit and he had a ton of mushrooms, so I managed to get loads of soup, hopefully enough for the rest of the game. And yeah, I'm actually recording this commentary right after I got the gameplay, so the entire game's fresh in my mind, and all I can keep thinking about is that stupid fail that comes up. But anyway, there's quite a few towers in this game, actually, a couple right near spawn, and I see a team of 2 right under the tower with another team of 2 on top, so I back up, get my stuff together, and I go back in to fight. One of the guys was an archer trying to shoot him off. He had an Oompa Loompa skin. And the other guy just had a wood sword. They both had wood. And I don't think either of them... Actually, did they have soup? I can't really tell. When I'm recording this video, it's really laggy. But anyway, I find this guy later on in the game when it's getting nighttime, and he actually had an iron chestplate, which I obviously want really bad, and I actually managed to kill him with no soup left in my inventory, so I got really lucky there, and he gave me the iron chestplate. And then once again, as always, the famous inventory management sorting that I'm really OCD about. Takes me forever just because I want it perfect. But now that I've done that, later on, I see a guy just under here. He doesn't really have anything. He just Steve's skin, and I take him out in a couple shots. I don't even think he had a sword. But it is what it is. Some people just stop doing stuff. And sorry about that. That was my stupid brother in the background doing some random BS. But anyway, I'm trying to look for a mini feast, and I actually find it right away there. And I turn the corner, and I find it. Although I didn't have any levels, so I couldn't really enchant. So yeah, I couldn't really do much about that, unfortunately. But there was some iron, and I decided to make myself boots and a sword with that, because, I mean, it's awesome. And while I'm sorting through this mini feast, I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. One of those things is the kit giveaway. I have been getting a lot of questions of people asking me, like, when's it going to be over? When are you going to announce the winner? And really, I'm not too sure yet. I honestly haven't decided a date. I'm guessing it'll be around Saturday or Sunday, maybe a bit later, not quite sure. But yeah, so I got some poison potions from that as well. And one more thing is I was wondering what I should do for a 300 subscriber special. I could do like IRL setup video. I could do a Q&A. I really want to do a Q&A, but the only worry is I don't know if you guys actually would be interested in that. So please, right now, let me know yes or no whether you'd be interested in doing a Q&A and if you'd actually ask questions, because I don't want to do a Q&A where there's 2 questions asked. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Later on in the game, the feast was announced after I see a cave there and I mine some iron. Get just about full without the helmet. So yeah, I just get to the feast here, and I didn't see anyone here originally, so I just jump on up, and my hunger's pretty low, so I eat some delicious carrots, because who doesn't love a good carrot? But yeah. So I'm just waiting at the feast, and I actually see this guy who starts to pillar up, which is actually really annoying because I hate towers above the feast. It makes me so nervous going into the chests I'm going to get stomped, or fisherman or ender mage or anything like that. So I decide to try to tower up to him before he can get too high, so I don't have to worry about him while I'm sorting through the feast. But eventually I decide he's just way too high, so I can't, and I back up a little bit. And my original plan was just wait for him to jump down to try to loot the feast, then take him out. But this guy right there on the left, you can see, ruins my plan, and he comes in with full iron armor and enchanted armor and a sword. So I'm like, okay, I cannot let this happen. I splash him with a poison, and I try to go after him, but I don't want the guy up top to stop me, so I let him come for me, and he gets me with a lava bucket. Just barely I get out, and me and him are having an epic fight. And eventually the guy in the tower does jump down right there, but I still end up getting the kill. He helped a lot, and at this point I was panicking like crazy. I was like, I can't let him get the feast. Gotta sort my inventory out. So, and here's one of the fails in the game, but this isn't the major fail. I try to splash him with a poison, but I just end up hitting myself. It was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. But anyway, I managed to take him out in a couple hits there, because he had no soup, and of course I'm Berserker, and he had a lot of stuff. He had diamond helmet from the feast, he had strength potions, he had insta damage potions, ender pearls, pretty much everything. So after I loot the feast, I decide to blow it up, because that's what I do, and as you can see there, I had 3 strength 2 potions and 2 instant damage 2 potions, 3 ender pearls, a bow, some arrows, diamond chestplate and helmet, water bucket of course, and 64 steak. So I'm looking really good right now. It's just me and 2 other players in the game. I have 10 kills already. But yeah, as you guys can probably guess, the fail hasn't happened yet, so obviously it's coming up soon. I thought the last couple people were in this tower here, but it was actually a different tower. It was a team of 2 up in a tower, and I believe they actually told me they were Archer and Ender Mage, which is kind of a weird combo. Both good for towering, but I don't know why they would work well together, really. And yeah, I find the tower right here. They are both up there. You can't really see them when I zoom in with Optifine, but as I get closer, they come into render, and I actually do end up seeing them up there, which, I mean, I would have kind of preferred a last ground fight type thing, but it's whatever. Towers are annoying. Towers are going to be towerers. Unfortunately, I don't like towers whatsoever. When you guys ask to team with me in a game and you guys ask to tower, I'm sorry, I'm just not towering. That's not going to happen. So yeah, I fast forward here because it's pretty boring. I try to tower up a little bit. I try to do it safely because I know once Archer, when I get up here a bit, they start shooting me, and that's not good whatsoever. Yeah, so he shoots me there, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. So I try to do it as quickly as possible to try to put water on the side there, and I just put it right in the middle. I fail, so I'm like, this is a bad situation. I ender pearl away and decide to eat up, rethink my strategy, make some more soup. So what I decide to do here actually takes quite a while. I just decide to flood the bottom in case I fell off, just so that I don't fall or die of fall damage, obviously. And I actually only saw one of them up there when I went up, so I wasn't too sure if they were teamed. So I asked, and of course they are. And he says he's an Ender Mage, and I know the other guy's an Archer because he had an enchanted bow. And now I see them both up there, so I'm like, God damn it! Why does it have to be an Ender Mage? Because I hate Ender Mage. It's a great kit. Don't get me wrong. It's very balanced, but yeah. And as you can see right there, I missed with the arrow by like, I don't even know how close. It was just like half a centimeter higher, and I would have gotten him off. But anyway, I won't let them prevail. The bonus feast ends up spawning, but I have no time for bonus feasts. I'm just going for the win right here, and I decide to tower up. And I just keep my water bucket in case I need to MLG, of course. And I decide to end up towering safely because obviously I don't want to get knocked off. And yeah, I just tower up, and I think I slow it down right about here. I get my safety guards up, and he just starts pelting me with arrows, thinking he's going to take me out. I don't know if he knew I had soup or whatnot, but really he's just wasting them. Then again, with the new Archer, it's really hard to waste arrows when I'm in a one-block space and can't get out, because as long as he doesn't miss, he has an infinite. Oh, what did I do here? Kind of forget. I try to pillar over, I think, but I just do it safely and pull out my Archer, see if I can maybe kill him or knock him off or something. But I go for something actually really daring right around here. I place the block to give myself some space. I take out my ender pearls daringly, as you guys can probably guess what's going to happen. I do the blocks all the way around, try to get a little bit higher, and yeah, I get my, what do I do? Alright, I get my water bucket out just in case. And I ender pearl over. Wow, aren't I a daredevil? And this is epic. I take him out there, and I fall, and I MLG water at the very last second living. That was the highlight of this game for me, honestly. I kill the guy, get knocked off, and MLG water down. And as you can see there, I'm like, oh my god, MLG. It's really awesome. I'm probably gonna actually submit that to MCPVP. Let me guys know. Let me know, guys, if you think I should. So as you can tell, nothing failure-like has happened yet. So I assure you, it's coming up. Unfortunately, I decide, since I don't have any blocks, I'm going to just go and get some wood. But I obviously cut it out because that's going to take a while. I don't know what I was doing here. I kind of fell off for no reason whatsoever. And I was thinking of shooting him actually, but he's like covered in dirt behind him, so obviously I'm not going to knock him off. And he actually asks if he can have the win because he has none. But obviously I'm not just going to give it to him. He has to earn his wins just like the rest of us. And after I get some wood, I start to pillar up. And this is where the game starts to get really dumb. I pillar up, and honestly at this point I didn't think I was high enough to take much fall damage really. So he's shooting with arrows. Not too sure what to do. I didn't have enough height to ender pearl. I didn't think, and he shoots me off maybe, what was that, 15 blocks, and I end up dying. So I get like, I don't know, 11 or 12 kills that game, which is amazing. But unfortunately, I couldn't finish it properly. That's an epic fail. I don't know how I died there, really. I didn't think I would, but I guess Hunger Games or Hardcore Games has its ways. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time.